So today we're going to be taking a look at how you can create a Windows 11 bootable USB that doesn't require internet access to install Windows 11. You might want to use this for multiple reasons. I just prefer this method myself. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need a Windows 11 ISO. Just simply go to Microsoft's website, get the Windows 11 ISO, scroll down, click it, select your language, then confirm. Just wait for the download, and you're also going to want to get yourself a copy of Rufus. Now Rufus, I just chose the portable version just because I just prefer that version. It's a self-contained exe. It's pretty simple. So once you've got both of those things downloaded, you're going to want to open up Rufus, plug in your USB. We have the blue one here just because blue for Microsoft, so we'll be taking the blue pill today with the Microsoft one. As you can see, I've already done this already, so our device properties are actually already showing as the same name as the ISO file is going to be, but this top one here is our pen drive. You see it's a USB SanDisk 3.2. We're just going to select our image. So here is our Windows 11 English International version. We're just going to leave these settings as they are. If you want to tweak them, that's up to you. I'm just going to leave the volume label the same. As you can see, I'm pretty lazy. I already did that the first time. And next, so Dan, how do you get it not to install Windows 11? So you just simply click Start, and when you click Start, got a few different options here, and one of the ones that's automatically pre-ticked is remove requirement for an online Microsoft account. And there are some other things like set regional options, same as the values as this user. We're only doing this because Windows 10 support is coming to an end very soon on October the 14th, I think. So we need, ideally for security reasons, to upgrade to Windows 11. So there's some other options here that you can choose. Anyways, once you've done that, click OK. I'm not going to, already installed it. So next we're going to jump onto the install screen and see if it actually works. So I'm simply just going to turn off this computer. I already have a new Patriot Blue SSD. We're doing a fresh install on a fresh drive. I thought blue, with the blue USB and the Patriot Blue SSD and Microsoft's colour being blue, I thought this was a very good choice. So we're just going to reboot our PC. I've removed the other SSD from the system that I was basically just showing you it on. And yeah, we are doing this on the freaking as you might have saw there. Very interesting little Windows system we bought recently on eBay. So sometimes it can take a few seconds to read the Windows USB. I don't know why. I don't know if it's this system, it's just got a problem or what, but yeah, sometimes it might take a little while, so don't freak out if it doesn't work straight away. So as you can see now, we're at our Windows 11 installation screen, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight through this. We're going to install Windows 11. I agree that everything will be reset. This is a fresh install after all. And here we are, we're just getting a few things ready. So once you've selected your additional Windows and which version of Windows 11 you're using, you get to this screen here. We can see we have a few different drives here. Obviously the top one, unallocated space, just telling by the size, this is our Patriot Blue SSD. We're just going to go ahead with that one. I'm going to install Windows 11 and keep nothing, and we're just going to install it. And here we are installing Windows 11. It says this might take a while and your PC might restart several times. So it's been a couple of minutes, we've restarted, and it says it looks like you started with an upgrade and booted from installation media. If you want to continue the upgrade, remove the media from your computer and click yes to continue. So of course we're going to do that. Just going to unplug that from our machine and we're just going to click yes. So we're currently restarted, and I'm getting a little bit worried as we are black screen on both my screens. I want the capture device and my monitor for this that you can't see are both black, which is a little bit concerning, not gonna lie. So I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. I don't know what's happened here, maybe it's corrupted or something. So let's try it again now and see what happens. And there we are, we seem to be booting back up this time. I don't know what happened that time, maybe there's just a little crash or something, but it looks like, yay, there we are, installing. Your computer may restart a few times. I'll cut back to when we've got something more interesting to look at. So it looks like now we're at the Windows 11 installation screen. We're selecting our country and that. It still hasn't asked us for internet yet. We're just selecting our keyboard layout, skip. I think now we should be able to click I don't have internet and it should skip. Let's see what happens. Does it work? And it looks like it's working. I just forgot I don't actually have a keyboard plugged into this computer, so I'll have to get the on-screen keyboard. We do have to set a password. Do I have to set a password? Can I just not? Yay. Do you want Microsoft at the location? No. No. Required only. God, they really want some stuff off you. Inking and typing, send optional, inking and typing die. No. No. There is so much stuff they want to know. I just haven't liked modern Windows in quite a while. It was Windows 8 that actually put me off using Windows and why I wanted to make the swap to macOS. I haven't really looked back on that option. Granted, you know, Mac isn't great for gaming, but I haven't had any real problems with my Mac journey. I've had a few Macs. I've been using Macs for like over 10 years, and granted at times there is needs for a Windows machine, and that's why I have a stack of them, and don't get me wrong, I do like playing a few PC games every now and again, but I'm just not a fan of Windows, and I think they could just make it better. Hopefully over time Windows 11 gets better. I don't have display drivers set up, so of course this might look a little bit funky, purely just because the NVIDIA graphics card in this, there's no drivers for it, so forgive it if it looks a bit not great. Yeah, well that's it. That's Windows 11 installed with no internet connection. Which I think, you know, I don't like all this signing into accounts thing just for my operating system. There's enough accounts signing in and stuff like that. So that's how you install Windows 11 with no internet connection. What do you guys think? Would you try this with Rufus? Let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about Windows 11 becoming, you know, the new thing after Windows 10? I personally, it's my first time touching Windows 11. But yeah, like, comment and subscribe. Sound off in the comments. And I'll see you next time.